What's up, guys? We are here at Waterway Point, Clarke Quay
National Gallery.
and we are going to ask you guys how you feel about Pledge 60. Let's go! For your first question is, which values from the pledge do you resonate the most with?
Justice, yeah.
Oh, both your names start with J.
Yeah. Is progress a value?
I guess so, yeah, you can say that.
It's regardless of race, language, or religion. I think this concept is very important for us Singaporeans to grow in a society.
In my opinion, I progress as an individual.
And to be loving towards everyone, regardless of all these differences, is what can make us grow as a nation stronger.
So how have you embodied these values in real life?
Being inclusive and appreciating diversity. So I think that's not just about one thing you do, but people you interact with, people that you care about. So yeah.
Some of my friends are Muslim, but then even despite our religion differences, we get along really well. And then sometimes we're even interested to hear what they think and how the other friend's religion is like. So yeah, be open.
Okay, there's this idea called the Sapir-Whorf hypothesis, or the linguistic relativity hypothesis, which basically suggests that the language that we speak can influence the way that we think. Evidence is pointing more towards something we call the Neo-Whorfian hypothesis, so it's basically the same thing but just a new version of it, which is a softer, weaker version, which basically suggests that the repetition or the use of certain language terms or certain language structures can influence the way that we perceive certain things in a mild sense. If you are from a population which speaks a language that sort of really distinguishes north, south, east, west, right? Then you get very good at determining where north, south, east, west is. It doesn't mean that your brain is thinking differently. It just means that you're very used to pointing certain things out. So I think how this relates to the point about repeating words and what it says about our values is, I think as we grow up and maybe age up in the school system, I think people might be affected by these things more towards the idea of national identity and towards the idea of how they fit into the Singaporean mold. Whereas I think maybe as younger kids, maybe they are just really saying it because they have to, and they maybe don't process it as willingly, and so their perception of themselves isn't really shaped via the language as much as maybe older kids are.
I think when we recite certain Bible texts, it sort of instill in us our identity, who we are. By memorized Bible verse is also giving me the impact that when I come to meet Christians, our church is an international church. So in global, and everywhere you go, no matter today you're in Philippines, you're in US, you're in China, you reach Sabbath school class, all of us are studying the same Sabbath school material. When you talk about our belief, suddenly you click. And now we are not just, I am a visitor coming to China visit you. Now I am a church member coming to China meet you, and we are brother because of the same Bible text, the same Bible verse that we study. So when no matter where we go, because of reciting the same doctrine about things, it actually built that identity. Pledge actually plays a significant role inside there, with the same verses that we use in the Bible.
Of course, I mean, you can say the pledge, you can recite anything by heart. But do you really mean it? That's the question. So there is a huge difference. Look, no one's gonna say and mean every single word of the pledge every day in school. In secondary school, or primary school, the last thing you want to do at 7:30 a.m. is to be the citizens of Singapore. But when you say it when the moment matters, like every national day or a period of time where we say the pledge, you have to remember what our forefathers went through, what our grandparents went through, our parents, and now how do we carry on the legacy of the pledge into the future of Singapore? That's up to you.
I never realized how saying the pledge every single day could influence the way I act in my daily life.
Exactly, I've learned so much from our interviewees. Hope you guys have learned something new too. See you next time. Bye!